Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone had a great day. Hello, Metal Music Maniac, Donna, Trish, Laura, Sharon. Again, hope everyone had a great day. Look at these guys, they want to say hi. Huh? So pretty and so handsome. Yes, so pretty and so handsome. You had slobber all over your lip. Well, I hope you feel better, Donna. Fell on the deck, huh? That sucks. So I hope everyone went out and voted today. The dogs are waiting for their food. I got their regular dog food with tuna in it. Huh? Yeah, hopefully we get rid of all of the dead weight. All right, Jackson. I know yours is right there. You can see it. There you go. I know you guys are all about the tuna. I went down early this afternoon. Hey, Amy. That's right. I agree, Amy. Anybody that doesn't vote shouldn't bitch. You don't vote, you give up your right to bitch. Yeah, I'd like to see Herschel win that, Scott. Never know. They're already having one state. They're already having problems with the voting machines. Good stuff, huh, Jackson? Hey, Angela. Yeah, Chuck Schumer's like Pelosi, Scott. He'll always be there. Shows you the mindset of people where he's at because they keep on voting for the same one over and over, and he doesn't do nothing for them. Well, Angela, I'm drinking water and coffee. Boy, Jackson, that didn't take you long. I can tell you right now, don't go over and get after Lunas. No, you go over there and get after Lunas, I'm gonna let her kick your butt. Oh, she'll spank him all right. She's good at correcting him, Amy. Look, right here. There you go. You never mind. Why don't you go lay down now? Go lay down, rest. Oh, take it a spot. Oh, yeah. All right, go. Go. Doggone. Go lay down. Go lay down. All righty. Hey, Fish Ranch. Hey, CDC. How you doing? Hey, Lucky. If you would, please hit that like. Just smash the hell out of it. Good boy, Jackson. Luna, you're making an awful lot of noise, darling. Working off your cell phone? I need to have a cigarette. So did anybody wake up early this morning and look at the beaver blood moon, as they called it? I went and checked it out. Pretty cool looking. Pretty cool looking. Hey, Cricket. Went out and voted. Good for you. Got me my little I voted sticker. You voted too? Good, Robert. Glad to hear it. Good for you, Lucky. You was out all night? Okay. Myself, last night I took a few hours nap on the futon here and woke up at 3:30 and went out and checked it and wasn't doing much anything. So I went back to sleep until about 4:45. And then it was completely red, which was pretty cool. Oh, Luna, was you howling at the moon? You're so pretty. Hello.
Hello. Oh, fun. So what you up to?
5'11".
5'11", 225 pounds.
Yeah, about 240.
Yeah, I was close.
Dude.
Oh, I got someone I haven't seen in a while.
Oh, hey, Pop. Hey, little Pop and little Maggie. Maggie
Mr.
May.
Gizmo.
It looks like a gizmo.
What's up,
Jackson,
buddy?
Jackson, there's a snack dog. Yeah, a little puppy.
He's Mr. Gizmo. He's an old man.
Those dogs live a long time.
He just turned 20.
Wow.
I think he's older than that, but I can't prove it.
'20's a ripe old age. Oh, Luna.
He does look like a big rat, though, don't he?
Yeah. My good girl. Yes, my good girl. There's nothing left over here, Luna. Well, other than boat and cricket, I went and took the dogs for a walk. Hey, Diane. The days they don't get out and walk, it upsets them.
What you doing, old man?
Gizmo. Gizmo. You like tacos, don't you?
Angela, yep, he's a Mexican jumping bean. He's actually a teacup chihuahua.
So did you make it out and vote today, Scott?
Of course. I got my little sticker here.
They got mine on my window.
I pissed them off at the voting office. Actually, I pissed them off at 2 voting offices. First, I went up and voted, and they're waiting in line. The woman comes up and asked my name, and then it said, "Damn, I could use my neighbor's name and vote that Republican." The woman said, "What the hell are you talking about?" I said, I gotta have ID to buy cigarettes or beer if I want to buy either one, but don't need the ID for this. Tell me where that makes any sense. Sir, I don't. And then she, "Sir, I'm not here for the stupidity." Stupid? Why do I have to prove how old I am? I think it's insulting.
Yeah.
But then I went to the other polling place where my father's was registered and said used his name, and they went and turned the thing around. I could have signed and vote for my father, and I made sure. I said he's dead. Then I said, and I gave my mother's name. Said she's dead. They said, "Well, can you prove that?" And I showed them their obituaries, and they said, "We'll take care of it." I said, "Oh, believe me, I'm gonna check next election." Why is that? Because I can. Well, what difference does it make? Because I said I don't want someone vote. My father would roll over his grave if a Democrat voted in his name, and she said, "Sir, that don't happen." And I'm Santa Claus. Ho 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 ho.
That's his dog, Diane. Yeah, I don't like to go to any doctor visits, Cricket. Too much of that. They think their time's more valuable than yours. They overbook all the time.
Yeah, that's my parents' old dog, Diane. All he does is lay around and sleep and eat. Eat, sleep, shit, and piss. That's all he does. But he's a good head warmer. Go to bed. Maggie's on the side. Gizmo's on top, right next to my ear. Sorry, but it works.
Yeah, can.
Yep,
doing?
definitely today. Hopefully, the tables will turn.
Yeah, I haven't. They don't have many results coming in.
No, well, the polls don't close till 9.
Yeah, sometimes they put out a few as they stream in.
True. It's hard to believe. It's been a 2 years since we elected that bozo.
Yeah.
I still laugh when people say "not my president" type crap. I didn't do that with Obama, and I ain't doing it with bozo Biden. Matter of fact, I'm waiting for my governor's race to, if it goes, and you might see me get in my truck pretty soon because there's a bunch of us. Kathy the C, we call her. I'm sure you know what word I'm thinking of. I'm not going to say it for the women in the chat, but I'm sure you know what word I'm using. If Kathy, you know what, loses and we see she's behind, we're all driving to Albany and stand outside the governor's mansion and say, or Democrat, we're going to find out where she's at and stand outside with our bullhorn and say, Kathy, blah, blah, Miss Hochul, you have been terminated. Leave our people's house. Bye. You know what? I
Hello,
love elections.
Chandler. Hope you had a good day, Chandler. You know, I hope Biden's little remarks yesterday hurt the hell out of him, like pretty much every remark he makes. No drilling.
Yeah. Well,
We got your hair done and voted, Chandler. Good for you.
there you go. It's just like people don't like Dr. Oz. Some people. I'll admit, I'm not a big fan of him. But who would you rather have? Dr. Oz? Or what's his name?
Quasimodo.
Quasimodo, yeah. I don't like him either. I don't, but I'd take him. If the other guy hadn't had a stroke, then it'd be different.
Well, he said they're shutting down all coal plants, Robert, and there's going to be no more drilling. He said. But you know, people in the bigger cities vote these idiots in each and every year. Pelosi, Schumer.
Well, you know it's
And
funny. They don't pay attention if it don't affect them. It don't bother them. That's why.
Yeah, well, it sure bothered people the last 2 years. Sure bothers me when I go to the grocery store.
Yeah. You know what's funny? That trip I made to your house with that scooter, I guess I spent almost 160 of that money in gas. I think I and then probably 20 in buying some, stopping and getting a sandwich or something or a sub or something the way home, get something to munch on. But which is to be expected. You know it's funny. Bet you that same trip today would be over almost 300. How much gas has gone up since I took that scooter to you?
Oh yeah, we stop over at the gas station each day because they like to give Luna and Jackson treats. No, I don't either, Cricket. To be honest with you, I think he was having a little rendezvous.
I almost bought you a shirt today, but they didn't have it in your size. I bet you if I bought it, you would have worn it on your live stream.
Yeah.
It said, I'm sorry, Mr. Pelosi. Hope you feel better. Welcome to the world that you and your wife helped create. You probably would have put that on your live stream and wore that with pride.
Yeah, well, that guy that did that to him, he's in jail with no bail, but everybody else gets bail or no bail. They get released.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson, are you comfortable? Uh, good for you. I get
Let's
this.
face it, the whole system's fucked up.
He got pissed because his was smaller. Yeah.
I love it.
Yep, I can believe that. Something was going on. I mean, when the police come to the door, he instead of I mean, hell, if someone was threatening me with a hammer, I'd have ran out the door and let the cops deal with him. He backed up, and that's when he got hit.
Hey, maybe he hit bottom, and then he retaliated. Get it? Got him.
You know, he was having a little liaison, and come to find out, it wasn't what he expected. So he called the police.
Well, the police said they were both there in their underwear.
Yeah, well, they changed that. They just said that the the one they arrested was in his underwear.
Uh-huh.
Pelosi supposedly had shorts on.
Shorts or underwear. It's
But
and be like, I ain't gonna hang out with another dude with a pair of underwear on and or shorts on and with nothing else. Unless ain't my style.
yeah, well, what really surprises me is that they have around the clock security, and for some reason they weren't there that night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and yes, he has it too. She's third in line for the White House. So trust me, they got security 24/7. Just not that day. That's all right. They wanted you know they wanted people to feel bad. They People do feel bad. I do every time I go to buy something, and thinking unless they do something. Oh, he had a hit list. Yeah, he was going to go after people, and he was staying at a place that had BLM signs all over it and rainbow flags, and he was staying out in a bus, and they tried to say he was a Trump supporter. You know, you do. I'm a Trump supporter. You do what you want to do, but if you're sporting rainbow flags and BLM signs and stuff, I'm not going to hang out with you. Just saying.
It's like yeah, a buddy of mine. We're talking about it. Here's a good concept for you. He just died here too. Jerry Lee Lewis was 87 years old. He married his second cousin. That basically destroyed his career for the most part. I mean, right? If he did, you know why he people started to recognize him and wasn't offended by him so much today? Because today that would be considered acceptable.
I didn't even know he died.
Yeah, Jerry Lee Lewis died on October 31st. They had an open funeral. You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, he just died like October 31st, the day, yeah, whatever. Look, you can look it up. He died October 31st, and Loretta Lynn died October the 4th, I believe.
Oh, well, may he rest in peace.
But he was the oldest original, what they call the oldest original rocker to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. You know, he was the original bunch, as they call it. Yep, he was 87 years old, and he made a public statement about the same day he died.
Hey, Ron, how you doing? Which rap singer are you talking about, Robert? Oh, they dying all the time, getting shot.
Or drug overdose or something.
Come on, Nona.
Man, I'm surprised you didn't see that.
Glad
Goodness
to hear it,
gracious.
Ron.
Balls of fire.
Aaron Carter. Okay.
It was he was a crazy wild man, but he could sing. He was definitely a good rocker, one of the originals.
Yep. Yeah. When it comes to piano, I think the most influential, and even though Elton agrees, was Leon Russell. Leon Russell played on more albums and in the studio more than anybody in the late '60s and '70s. I hope you're doing well, Ron. Thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, he was just inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame too, not too long ago. Hank Williams Jr. Um gave him his award.
What, Jerry Lee?
Yeah, he was in the hospital. Chris Christopher picked it up for him because he couldn't make it because he had pneumonia. He was getting better, but at that age, you're lucky to make it.
Well, he didn't make it much further after. He's dead now.
Oh yeah, but at least I'll say one good thing. At least maybe stop. At least he made a good long life considering.
Yeah, they pick and choose on who they want to put in there for whatever reason. I mean, Ted Nugent still hasn't made it, and that's just because of his politics. He should have been in there a long time ago.
Yep.
I think they will, Cricket. I hope they do. I mean, they only have to pick up 2 seats in the Senate.
I think they're gonna pick up a lot more. To be honest with you.
I hope they do.
Oh, Laura Black. Oh God, dude, if they don't, I would be shocked. If they, I think you're gonna, like the one guy says, there ain't gonna be a red wave. There's gonna be a red tsunami.
I was thinking about that this morning. Yeah,
Could you imagine waking up and seeing the whole both houses, House and Senate, filled with Republicans, and only one left there is Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi. They wouldn't know what to do with themselves. They probably resign. Lord, we can only dream.
Well, if the Republicans take the House, which they're predicted to, oh, Nancy Pelosi won't be in charge there anymore, anyways. Oh yeah, he did, Cricket. A lot of people. I mean, there's people that they try to ruin. The guy there from My Pillow, he got dropped.
Yep.
By Walmart and pretty much every place that he was selling his stuff at.
Yeah.
You know, Kid Rock don't give a shit.
Oh, Kid Rock's new song he has. That you heard that?
No.
Yeah, you need to look up Kid Rock's newest song. You would like it. He uses a lot of F word against Joe Biden. Yeah, look at Confederate Railroad. They refused to change. They were banned from. I don't think they've had a concert since um in the last 3 or 4 years because they refused to change the name of their group. They says it's not going to happen. They banned them from my county fair because of it. Like, are you kidding me? Just because it says Confederate Railroad?
Yeah, there's a lot of that cancel culture stuff. They do a lot of that here. There's people I know that won't go to certain businesses because um, they're Republican. And you know, sometimes you know you get that one oddball like a bar here in town. Well, a bar restaurant. One of the co-owners, who was a big Trump supporter, got caught on video uh, taking pictures up young girls' skirts. Of course, you know, then because uh, one person does that, then every Trump supporter is a pervert, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm not that kind of pervert. I ain't gonna take no pictures up no skirt. I want to get right into that skirt.
Hey, you know something? I was mulching my leaves yesterday because they put the new motor in my truck and the injectors are bad, so I've been waiting for them to get the injectors done. But anyways, I was working on the mulching the leaves, and I got a new neighbor moved in up 2 houses up the street, and woman came out and walked across the other neighbor's yard into my yard and said, "Can I ask what you're doing?" And I said, I sarcastically said, like, I'm making fertilizer. Can I help you? And she said, "Making fertilizer? You're mowing over leaves." Yeah, that's making fertilizer. And she said, "Well, normal people rake them to the street." Yeah. And what you call normal people that rake them and put them to the street have bad backs and bad shoulders from dragging a 500-pound thing of leaves and falling down or have to do one bucket at a time. I like my way better. You grind them up and it makes fertilizer out. But it looks terrible. It smells like burning leaves and it's disgusting. I said, "I love the smell of burning leaves." And she said, will you please stop?" And I had my hand on my side. "Do you have a gun?" I said, um, for the hell of it, I said yes. And she said, why? "Because it's my property and I can." That woman zoomed across the street, called the cops on me because she said I threatened her with a gun. And cops came in the backyard. I'm still out there mulching leaves. They came up to me and asked me to show them if I had a gun or not. I opened up my coat. "You don't have a gun." "Why'd you tell her you did?" "Well, she asked if I did." "What do you think? It's none of her business." So I just told her I did. And they said they were laughing. They said, and she says, um, "But see, he lied." And she says, "But he does have a permit. If he wanted to mow his lawn with his gun, he can." "But why is he mulching leaves?" And they said to her, "Because he can."
Hey Bradley, how you doing? I'm going back and forth on it. Looks like the Republican congressman in Indiana is going to take it.
To say anything about the New York governor, I can't see when I'm on this phone.
No, the one I'm on here, there, you know, there's more talk than anything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I ain't got cable TV or anything. People laugh because that's another thing. I refuse to pay for it. It costs too damn much.
Oh yeah, I go everywhere. When I go upstairs to pinch a deuce, Bradley, I have old Dirty Gertie with me.
I don't walk around with it in my house. I don't, and I ain't gonna walk around my yard with it. I mean, I'm not. The day I have to walk in my own yard with a gun on my side, I'm done. I'm not sticking around. I'm not gonna. I leave the house. That's different.
Hey, Rich Discoveries, good for you, man. Thanks for voting. That's today was one of the first time in a long, long time that I didn't have Gertie with me because I couldn't take it in the building.
What do you mean, Bradley? You hope the New York governor wins it? No, you hope Zeldin wins, not New York. He ain't the governor yet.
Yeah, she was just an implant. All right, Laura. Put some good things on that list. Things that you enjoy.
Well, I get a kick out. People get online and say she wasn't elected, but she was. She was Cuomo's running mate. That same with A State. Um,
Well,
when
yeah, she
she
wasn't
was
elected.
elected, she
No,
was
not for
elected.
that office.
That's the way
She,
the way it writes. If the governor steps down from health reason or something, the lieutenant governor becomes the governor. She was
right.
she was elected though. That's what the lieutenant governor's job is to replace the governor in case he leaves office for health or criminal activity or whatever. That's what it's about. She's not there
Yeah.
illegally, like people like to say.
Well, no, she's not there illegally, but it wasn't. She was put there because he was a piece of shit.
Yeah, but that don't mean she wasn't elected, basically. But I'm saying, but when they say she wasn't elected, she was technically elected. That's what lieutenant governor is about, But that don't mean I want her there. I mean,
Yeah, well, I'm glad she got some time in there to show everybody what she's all about. Not that that makes a lot of difference with New York people, unfortunately.
Oh no, it's funny. That woman is trying. When you mention the word no cash bail, get rid of it. She's like, why? And there's people that says I don't see crime going up.
Yeah.
I've already got my little victory snack ready if she loses. Matter of fact, I think I'll have one now. Maggie's sniffing around for one.
There you go, Bradley. Good for you. I didn't make it until this afternoon. I had to charge up the scooter. They got a ramp in the back there. I went inside and went right in the elevator and went one floor up. Oh yeah, it's the crime everywhere. They just hauled out another person yesterday, one street over from an overdose. That one here last week was a 38-year-old gentleman grew up with my sons. 38 years old. I think their thought, because they don't do nothing, their thought is that eventually they'll die from it because that's what's happening.
Well, it's like these people that overdose on fentanyl. Then we use the Narcan on. I'm sorry. Why keep doing it? They're just going to go out and do it again.
Yeah, the kid down the street here, they didn't have Narcan. They waited for the. Yeah, well, people are tired of the shit in New York, Bradley. And the biggest thing above the crime is the economy, and that's where they lost a lot of supporters. I know that AOC, she's poised to lose. Every town hall that she's went meeting that she's went to, she's got booed and screamed at.
God, if I wake up in the morning and either AOC or Chucky is gone, man, I'm gonna tap dance. If I can only pick one though, I would have to say I'd rather Chucky lose than AOC.
Yeah, he's a part of that though, just like Pelosi is in California. Yeah, I know. Rich Discoveries. They, you got people on TV saying that it's the Republicans that's making everybody believe that the crime is up, and
Yeah.
the economy isn't really that bad. It's just people saying that it is. Well, you know what? I don't know how you all are when you go to the store, but it's crazy.
Well, that package of cookies I bought. I used to be able to buy them for $1.79. Now they're $3.19.
Wow. And they're still saying we got like 15 days of diesel left on the East Coast.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna give you a list of stuff I just ordered from my old truck out here because Toyotas have a problem with their suspension and brakes rusting, not the truck itself so much. So I bought rear disc, the dust shields for the back brakes, lower control arms, upper control arms, new ball joints, new tie rod ends, new brake drums, and wheel cylinders and shoes. How much you think all that costs?
Lots.
Give me, just take a guess. You'll
I
probably
don't even want to do that in my head. Just tell me how much.
Oh. $1,400.
Wow.
Now, part of it's because it's a Japanese truck, but even if it was a Chevy, it'd still cost about $9,000.
I'm in Maine, Cricket, and I agree with you, Rich Discoveries. That's what people should have. I hope that they voted on. Or is your life better than it was 2 years ago? And no, we sit there at the gas station and watch people come in, and a lot of them are retired or buy their vehicle. They don't have a lot of money, and you see them putting $50 in it, and probably got enough gas for a couple days.
What do you mean impeach Biden and put Hunter in prison? Put Biden in prison with his son. Let him share actually put Biden in an old folks' home. Make him live in one of those tiny rooms.
Yeah, it's I there's nothing more than I'd like to see than him and his son pay for what they've done and what he continues to do, but it's almost impossible in the Senate because they need a what is it, a 60-40? In the House it's just a majority. If you got one more saying yes, then it's good to go, and it don't work that way in the Senate.
You know what's going to hurt Zeldin from winning? Because he made a comment several times that if he gets elected, he's going to fire the NYC district attorney because he ain't doing his job. And he said all those people that he did not prosecute because he said they were victimless crimes, like stealing groceries and that $1,000 worth of groceries or less. He said, don't worry, your turn's coming, because if I fire him and I appoint someone else in that office, they can prosecute you. The statutory, the limit is 3 years. I think he said he hasn't been in 3 years. So all those crimes that have been committed that he refused to prosecute, they'll be busy for a while.
But myself, I'd rather see these people, if the Republicans take it back, I'd rather see them go in there and spend their time on fixing things for the people. Not this tit for tat shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still going on about the January 6th thing from 2 years ago.
You know what's funny? Nancy Pelosi made a comment about Donald Trump. She says, not too long ago, you probably heard it. It says that she said that if he when he dies, they'll we won't have a funeral for him like we did when Lewis died and McCain there. And he's probably right. If she was in power still, they wouldn't. They would just say, "Yep, Trump died. Have a nice day."
Well, if we get the majority back, Cricket, they can get rid of those bans that Biden put in for drilling oil and stuff. They can reopen the pipe, finish the pipeline that's coming from Canada.
Yep. Well, it's funny. I told a guy once here not too long ago. I said, this January insurrection, as they call it. I'm not saying they were right trying to force them by Pence to refuse the inauguration of Biden. But if you read the Constitution, we have the utmost right to change and remove our government if it becomes radical and replace it with something else. So technically, what they were doing was not illegal.
Oh yeah, we'll get back, Richard Discoveries. What it comes down to is that our president, his first day in office, shut that pipeline down from Canada. 100,000 people lost their job, and he basically declared all-out war on oil companies. So, I don't know about anybody else, but somebody threatens me, I get defensive. And I'm going to do what I need to do to survive, So what they did is they raised their prices, and they keep on making their money. Well, when you've got a threat of tomorrow, you may not make any money. They're going to make their money while they can. I don't blame the oil companies. I blame the administration that's attacking them.
Yep.
And yes, January 6th is all they have. January 6th, abortion. And now what's the latest? Democracy.
Oh, God.
Well, you know what? I don't think it's a democracy when people are, monitoring what I'm saying. If I say the wrong thing, I'm gonna get hurt in some way. They're gonna try to take money away from me. And Kathy Griffin, that tickled the shit out of me. Elon Musk took her ass off on Twitter, and and they're saying, "Oh yeah, look, he's censoring people's speech." Well, that wasn't the case. What happened with her is she went on there and pretended that she was Elon Musk. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I saw that.
though you can say whatever the hell you want, you can't do it by pretending you're someone else. And she's whining and crying, just like she did after she showed herself with a picture of a severed Trump head in her hand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, they start that they're talking about Biden wants to shut down that gas pipeline that comes through Michigan. And Trudeau's got a problem with that. Well, he didn't have a problem with that oil pipeline.
You know what I find amazing? People keep that. I mean, I got neighbors. I got 2 neighbors on my street that are going to be they ordered a Tesla, and they keep saying someone like me I could get away with a Tesla, and I could because I drive to work 20 miles, not even 20 miles round trip. Okay, I think it's like 10 miles there, 10 miles back. Someone like me could get away with a Tesla, and for my regular driving around town. But I personally think the reason why they're pushing electric so much, they want to limit our movement. They want to stop us from being able to get like right now. If you had a car, Grandpa, you could get in your car and drive from Maine to California if you had the money for gas, and you wouldn't have to stop. If you had that, you could do that. I bet you that's 2,000 miles. We'll say if you stopped every 10 hours, took a nap, you could theoretically make that trip in 5 days with a reliable gas powered vehicle. With electric, that trip went from 5 days to over 10 days. It would double the time. Good example, your scooter. That and the battery, like they say, is on these cars is a 500-mile range. It's like gas mileage on a car. It never get you could get a car to get the estimate is 20 miles to the gallon. We'll say realistically, you're going to get 10. Now me and you both looked up that scooter. It says it's got a range of 20 miles. Do you get 20 miles per charge?
No.
What do you get? 5, 6 on average?
I don't know. It's going down now.
Yeah, but that's all. But you know what else is affecting that? The cold weather, and that's the problem. And don't worry, I haven't forgot about you. By the way, I just haven't had time. I'm gonna be sending that rear end out pretty soon. I just haven't had time. It's been kind of crazy around here, getting the motor in my truck. But I'll get it to you before. I'll get to you before the snow flies because I already know you're gonna put it up before the winter gets here.
Yeah, gonna go in my son's garage.
Yeah, but there you go. And I'll help you get a battery for it too. That's no problem because batteries for that are actually free. But now that's not a lithium battery. Did you know that?
Right. I'm wondering.
But if that was a lithium,
I'm wondering what the inside of that looks like.
Oh, it's 2 batteries. You could actually bust it open and buy new batteries for about $25 each. There's two basically like motorcycle batteries in that.
So I could get ones that have more amperage.
Theoretically, yeah.
Make it faster.
Well, I won't go faster. I'll just give it a longer range.
Which would be pretty scary because it's pretty fast as it is.
Yeah, but that's what's funny. People think that's a lithium people think lithium's always the best, but there you go. That still does what you need it to do with it, even though that's but the thing is though, it still has its limitations.
Yeah. Well,
the cold affects it.
It's like those trikes that I was checking out there. They all say 25 or 30 mile range, but in reality, you get a little over half of what they say.
Yeah, exactly. So if you get a car that says 500 mile range, it's going to be more like 250, 300.
And that's exactly right, Rich Discoveries. That's, you know, this rebate thing that they're giving for people that buy them. Not everybody's, uh, you know, got the means to go out and spend. You can get a good Tesla, the cheap one, for 40-some thousand, but still. You know, and then you gotta have someone come in and wire your house so you can go through the 220, because like that Hummer that they have there, someone plugged it into the regular 110 outlet and it took 4 days for it to charge.
Oh yeah, like it's like my truck. Believe it or not, if I was going to convert a vehicle to electric, and I converted my truck, for as little driving as I do to work, theoretically, I could drive that truck back and forth every day, come home, park it in my driveway, plug it in, and keep it fully charged all the time, and never have to worry about it running out. But like that trip I went to your house, Grandpa, how many charging stations do you think are from New York to Maine that I could have stopped at and charged?
Well, that's
Is there any
okay.
around your town?
Yeah, right up at the Hannaford.
Mm-hmm.
They got 6 of them.
Yep. And how long would that take to charge?
You know, those are one of those fast charging ones. You probably a good hour or two, and that's
Yep.
okay.
So
Rich Discoveries, you know, bring it up again and makes everybody think about it again.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I would have had to either go up there and sit by my truck and wait for it to charge, or hang out at your house for a couple hours and hope to God no one screwed with my truck. Which I wouldn't have done. I would have sat with my truck.
Just a little bit of cold there, Rich Discoveries. I've noticed with my scooter, it's quite a bit slower, and the battery gets down a lot quicker.
Yeah. So, and you're in a cold climate like I am, so imagine what that's gonna so instead of a 250 mile range, I'd have maybe 150 mile range. Not to mention the fact my insurance company, I don't know about anyone else's. I mean, you don't have a homeowner's insurance, Grandpa, because you rent, but my homeowner's insurance already said that if I buy an electric car, if I park it within 20 feet of my house, I have to my insurance will double. It'll go from like 800 a year to 1,600 because of the dangers of fire.
And you know, they still have to use diesel run equipment to dig up that lithium from the ground. And everything that they use to make those electric vehicles and regular vehicles comes from oil products. Plastic, steel, they all use oil in the manufacturing.
I found out something I never knew. Did you know there's plastic in an aluminum beer can or pop can?
Oh, you should watch that same video.
Yep, the guy put it in acid and melt, and he came out and he, oh, what the hell? And he goes running out and he pulls it out, and here's the can. The aluminum melted away, and there's a plastic line. I never knew that.
I didn't either. It was pretty cool though, seeing that hanging from the bottom of the Coke can there, the plastic.
Yep. I was waiting for the guy to pour the soda and then start drinking it. I was like, no, don't drink it. Then he did. Thank God. Could you imagine if he drank that? That would have been what you call a fiery Coke. But I never knew there was plastic in an aluminum can.
I mean, myself, if I had the means, I had an electric vehicle, you know, I'd hopefully have a place where I could park it, where like in a heated garage, or I'd put some type of heater on it to where the batteries could stay warm.
Yep.
Take care,
But
Cricket.
it's
Thanks for coming in.
people don't get that. I mean that, but there you go. There, look how you're. I mean, okay, so there you go. There, your scooter is a good example. And how much range do you think it's gone down since it's got cold from when I first took it up there when it was hot? Half?
Yeah, probably.
Can you still make Walmart with it?
Yeah. Yeah, the ones that don't like is that hill.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, as long I just plan it different. I take and charge it up, and then I'll go up to Walmart with that charge, and I charge it, and I can still get 4 trips around the block with the dog. Hey, that's okay, Robert. Glad you're still here. Thanks, Cricket. You have a good night. Hopefully in
I
the
don't.
morning.
I don't.
Hopefully in the
Oh,
morning
go ahead. I'm talking to
we'll
me.
have good news.
Yep. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have no problem. I don't, I mean, when people say I'm anti-electric, I go, no, you're wrong. I thoroughly agree that electric is good. They have their uses, like that scooter. That electric scooter is perfect. It's got plenty of zump.
Oh yeah, that's like 3 times as fast as the ones they have in Walmart. I get looks for the people that are on the Walmart ones. They're like a crawl, and I go buzzing right by them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but they the ones at Walmart, they got tuned down for a reason because of liability issues, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, no, I love you.
Because believe me, if they wanted to program those scooters
No.
at Walmart, they could make those scooters at Walmart keep up with yours or go faster even if they wanted to. It's all on how they're programmed, you know. People.
Yeah, I bet you they do. Rich Discoveries. You know, the thing of it is, like I said, they still have to use oil to get all that stuff for the batteries out.
Yep.
And they don't have anybody to fix the Teslas.
No. Matter of fact, the closest Tesla dealer to me is like 40 miles.
See, they got a parking lot in Portland where my son lives. I guess there's close to like 100 of them.
What? Teslas?
Yeah.
Wow. It don't surprise me. Okay.
But what Elon does, if they're still under warranty, they take possession of the car and it goes and gets parked at that place, and you get a new one.
Yeah. It's gonna be real interesting.
All right, Lorna.
I mean, it's like you may not live to see it. The world go totally electric, but I will. If I don't, my nieces will.
Well, Scott, I'm going to live forever, and you're never going to die.
I'm never gonna die.
Yeah, and I'm going to live forever.
Why is that? Because we're both assholes.
Well, that probably has a lot to do with it. The last time I did go to see a doctor, they said I had the heart rate of someone that was in their late 20s. Everything else is screwed up. Lungs and
Have you tried
brain.
that air machine yet?
Yeah,
And did it help?
it doesn't seem to make a difference. It
Well-
does early morning because course, you're laying in bed all night long, and you're used to breathing a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. That's when usually when you have the most problems in the morning. But I mean, what did you set on 2? Like I said,
I put it on 3.
3. Okay, but it helped. It does help in the morning, huh?
Yeah, and that is an actual oxygen producing machine.
Oh yeah, look what I got,
Oh.
Mr. Gizmo.
Oh, there we go. What's that? Your dinner?
That's Gizmo's dinner. It's filet mignon flavor with bacon and potato. Of course, you know who wants some.
Hey, Ashley.
You got your dinner. This is Gizmo's.
Maggie. Maggie May. Yeah, Maggie May. Oh, tell him. Maggie. Maggie.
This is so stupid. Maggie wants to eat Gizmo's little tiny food, and Gizmo wants to eat his food. Her food, I mean. This is for Gizmo. No.
What's up, MOBS? You're a good girl, Luna.
No. No. Eat your dinner, Gizmo, before Maggie eats it. No.
Oh, that's okay. I'm glad you made it. Excuse me.
This is Gizmo's food. Yeah, that oxygen machine. I looked that up. That stupid thing's almost $4,000 now.
Yeah, well, I wanted to check to see if it was just air or if it made oxygen. So I put it up to a cigarette, and it made all kinds of popping noises.
Jeez, I wonder why you're yeah. You ain't a scientist there, Grandpa, but you just had to find out, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, it's people say, "Oh, don't do that; it'll explode." No, it ain't gonna
No.
explode. It just made that cigarette though glow like the tip of a torch.
Yes, but you can smoke with that.
Oh, that's okay
You know,
for discoveries.
you know that, don't you?
Take care, Rich Discoveries. Thanks for coming in, man. What, Jackson? What,
Yeah,
Jackson? Come here. Come here. I'll give
that's the
you a
nice
bug.
thing about that. That's the nice thing about that air machine. You can still smoke a cigarette with that. You ain't gonna blow up.
No. No, you ain't gonna blow up anyways. I mean, if that was the case, people that use cutting torches would be blown up. It just makes whatever flame there is hotter.
Yeah, it's not that. It's not good. You're not good. But it does. I'm sure it does help in the morning. What do you use it every morning or just
some when I'm having
when
a
it
hard
gets
time
colder?
breathing.
Yeah. Eventually, you'll need it every morning.
Yeah. Well, eventually I'll probably have to have someone wipe my ass, Scott, but not yet.
Oh, Nate. I look at it this way though. Eventually, I mean, you probably what using 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah, if that. Come on, Jackson.
Yeah. How much did they charge you for an airliner to get it free?
I paid $9 on Amazon.
Yeah, there you go. I want to make sure it still worked.
For 100 foot.
Like I said, just put it in the closet though when you go to use it. That way your cigarette smoke won't contaminate it. I'm surprised it still works, to be honest with you. It's got a lot of miles on it. My father used that for not only at nights for about 8 years. And then it got to the point where he had to use it 24/7. So, for 4 years, I mean, but it was used every day, 12, 13 hours when he slept. And then it went to 24 hours a day for about 8 years straight.
No, I used it. I used it when I first got the hose. I used it for 2 nights in a row, and I didn't like the way it made me feel. It made me feel like I was speeding.
Well, that's what it actually does until you get used to it, but it does help. I mean, it'll help. When it gets cold out and you start having sinus infections and that, and you got a cold, that'll actually help you get over a cold faster because you're getting pure oxygen with it. You know.
Luna, I'm not playing ball with you, darling. No, we're not doing any ball playing.
Makes a funny noise though when it runs, don't it? You get.
Yeah. It's got that pump.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds me of like an old steam engine.
Yeah, when it's releasing its air. Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually aggravating. Yep. It's actually aggravating to listen to lit for 8 years straight. Believe me, I if you turned it on right now, I'd recognize that sound. I'd probably, it wouldn't be hard to remember that sound.
Well, when I have to use it all the time, like I got 100 foot of hose, I can leave the machine downstairs and run the hose upstairs.
Yep.
Or leave the machine upstairs and run the hose downstairs.
You know what's going to be the worst part about it? You don't have a problem with, because if anything happens and you have to have it 24/7, I guarantee you'll have the doctor say, "Oh, well, you can't rely on that machine. You need a brand new machine, and we'll rent to own is $80 a month."
Yeah.
They'll try.
Yeah, they'll try.
They'll say, "Well, what happens if that one dies in the middle of the day or night?"
Hey, Thomas, how you doing?
And I'm sure you'd tell them the same thing I would say. I'll worry about it when it happens.
Yep. Oh, they'll probably say, "Oh, well, where'd you get a machine?"
Yeah.
I'll have to tell them none of their goddamn business.
And you don't die. You can tell them, "Hey, someone I knew that died of COPD, his family donated it to me." That's all you'd have to say. There's nothing wrong with doing that way. My father paid for it. Well, actually, I paid for it, but you know what I mean. I didn't pay $4,000 for it, but I paid $2,000 for it.
Doing good, Thomas. Doing good. Got out and voted. That was important. Got out and voted and took the dogs for a walk. Tomorrow night I get to go hang out with my grandchildren. And Mom and Dad's going to another show, which is a good thing.
Of course it is.
We'll hang out and maybe we'll watch It Part 2. You went out and voted too, Thomas. Good for you, man. It's important.
You'd be surprised how many people disagree.
What?
Voting.
So did that voting help you pinch that deuce? Yeah. Well, I got them ranging from, oh geez, in their late 20s to 8 years old, and then 3 great grandchildren. So 16 or 17 now I have. My daughter
My father
was
had it.
my mother and father, I think they had over 30 great grandchildren and great grandchildren just around our area.
Yeah, well, my daughter had 7.
Yeah. My let me see. My sister had 4. Her daughter has 4. There's 4 grandchildren, 4 great grandchildren, right there alone. My brother had, that we know of, 20 over 100 kids. So he was quite the gigolo. But my father had a good movie. I was going through more of his stuff. You know, it's a never-ending battle. It seems like sorting. He had a movie that I didn't know he had, brand new, still in the package.
Anchorman. I never liked that. I never liked that guy.
I didn't like him, but the movie is hilarious.
I do like that short that he did with his daughter coming to collect the rent.
Yep.
Where's my money, you bitch? I'm gonna put you out on the street.
Or my father had another movie that I never thought I think that was more my mother because she thought it was funny. Cheech and Chong Up in Smoke.
Oh, that's hilarious movie.
That's a joint.
That looks like a toothpick, man.
That ain't no joint, Dad. This is a joint. Yeah, I can just picture you, Grandpa, if someone pulled you over and pulled a joint like that out. I'm sure you would help them smoke it.
Dad, that little short video they do there where the cop pulls him over and the cop says, How high are you? And the girl says, Hi, how are you?
Yep.
But my granddaughters, they like to cook, and you know everything that they do, they time, and you know you can't do that with noodles. So when they cook the noodles, they're not done, and the last couple of times I choked on them because you know I have a hard time gumming the noodles, and I had to teach them the old-fashioned way on when the noodles are al dente. You know, you take the noodle out and you throw it against the cupboard or the wall, and if it sticks, it's done. Well, of course, you know something like that doesn't impress Mom and Dad. But you know they gotta learn different things from Grandpa. Hi, Jackson. Hey, good boy. Come here. Come see me.
I think it's that's why I don't have TV. I got probably 1,000 DVDs. Seeing what I had, what my mother and father had, what my niece had when she moved out. Oh my God, I couldn't even begin. I got Columbo. See, I got complete complete TV series. I got MASH, Dukes of Hazzard, Northern Exposure, Quantum Leap, Columbo, Little House on the Prairie, Barney Miller, Grizzly Adams. Let's see here. Adam 12, the complete Adam 12, TJ Hooker, Star Trek, all the movies and all the original TV series on DVD, and all this. It's just amazing. I got enough. I could watch them all over and over.
Yeah, I may break down and buy the Sopranos series at Walmart.
I've got that. I've got Sopranos, and what else? Batman, the original TV show from the '60s. Batman, Gilligan's Island.
What? You want to show everybody how sweet you are, huh? Oh, I know. Oh, such a good boy, and I love him so much. Yes, you blended right in here very well. He's a good boy. He's doing okay, Thomas. He was here earlier. Yes, that's the old-fashioned way of checking them, Donna. You throw them against something, and if they're not done, they won't stick. I had some Kraft macaroni and cheese last night. I might do the same thing again tonight.
Oh, nasty.
Either that or some chicken noodle soup. I don't know. I like me some mac and cheese.
Have you seen that one? They got canned chicken dumplings. It's up at Dollar General.
Yeah.
Someone gave it to a can because they bought they didn't they had on sale called Sweet Sue Chicken Dumplings.
I've had the
Got it.
I've had the Campbells before. They're all right. The dumplings just don't taste like dumplings though.
Right here. That's awesome chicken dumplings. They actually
Yeah.
taste like chicken dumplings. It's a generic brand. And the dumplings are like, at least in this can, they're about the size of a milk lid. You know, a gallon milk lid. They're not, and it says, and when they say made from scratch, I don't know if it's made from scratch, but it's called Sweet Sue's Chicken Dumplings. And it's actually good.
Sometimes on those generic ones, it's really good. I know that they got one that's out of New York. It always ends up in the care packages that they send home with the kids in school, which Amber Waves it's called. It's made in New York somewhere. It's like a different version of Hamburger Helper.
Yep. But yeah, this can here, I bought another one because it was so good. This is a 20-ounce can, $1.35 at Dollar General, versus the Campbell's version for like a 16-ounce can for half of that.
Yeah, what was it? So I see it on YouTube there that Dollar Tree and the dollar stores they're saying are going to go out of business.
God, I hope not. Dollar General is my main store.
I know they got one here that they sell those little thin steaks.
Oh, okay. Cube steaks.
No, it's a regular steak, but it's only like an 1/8 inch thick.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And you get a couple of those or 3 of them. Puff puff pass. There you go. Here you go, Cricket. Still smoking. But yeah, you get those and you cut it up real thin. Me, I stick it in the blender with the meat blades and grind it right down and makes it a really good steak and cheese.
Oh God, yeah. It's better than a McRib. Those I can't believe people still buy them damn things. If they only knew what was in them, they wouldn't buy them.
Well, I've checked on what's in them, and it's not too much. The McNuggets got a bunch of stuff in it too.
Oh, like Wendy's, they're going bankrupt. They're serving crap anymore.
That's too bad. That's my favorite burger out of all of them.
Yeah, but Wendy's is Wendy's is not serving real beef like they used to. They're actually starting to push their veggie line more and more.
Well, that's too bad too.
You have to go in there and tell them you want a real hamburger, or they will give you a veggie burger.
Trish, puff, puff, cough, huh? Yeah, the best burger I ever had was in California, In-N-Out Burger.
Does it go? Do you put it in? It goes right out.
No, no, actually, compared to some of the other ones there, like Jack in the Box, a couple other ones.
I would have to say my favorite is Red Robin's and Five Guys. But for a cheap burger, Wendy's still makes an awesome hamburger. Their junior bacon cheeseburger. Remember when they were just 99 cents?
I
They
like
ain't anymore.
I like the Wendy's double.
Oh, I like the Wendy's Junior Bacon. I used to love it when the Wendy's Junior Bacon cheeseburgers for 99 cents. I'd go drive through. And I remember one time in the woman's face, you could almost hear her say, "Sir, quit playing games." I'm not playing games. I said, "I want 20 Wendy's Junior Bacon cheeseburgers, 99 cents." And she said, "Sir, you do not want 20 Junior Bacon cheeseburgers." And she wouldn't take my order. I drove around, parked on, walked up there, walked inside. It was evening and no one was in the store hardly. And I said, and there was one guy in front of me. I went in. Yes, can I have 20 junior bacon cheeseburgers? Here I am standing in line. I've got my money. I want 20 junior bacon cheeseburgers. I'm not playing. It's like, I said, you won't. And she said, "Sir, we ain't here to play games. If I pay for it and I ask for it, why can't I have 20 of them?" And she said, "You're not going to eat 20 of them." I said, "Well, what I do, if I want to shove them up my ass, that's my business. I want to buy 20 junior bacon cheeseburgers. They're 99 cents. I gave her $20, whatever it is, plus tax. And I said, "If it's any of your business, I shouldn't tell you, but I'm going to tell you. I'll eat 10 of them by myself. My father will probably eat the other 10. What's so hard to believe about that?"
Oh, Robert, the smaller ones like Scott's talking about, the smaller burgers, they've been frozen meat patties for the longest time. It's not the same meat that they use for like their Wendy's doubles and stuff.
Oh, I
Yeah,
love Five Guys.
I've always preferred the Wendy's burgers.
But Five Guys around here still uses real beef. Of course, I will say this: I'll eat Burger King if it's either Burger King or McGrease. Well, I'll be eating Burger King because McGrease. The only time I eat McDonald's, if I want to drop a doobie, McGrease does it every time.
Well, that's Taco Bell for me.
Oh my God! If I eat a McDonald's hamburger, if I went down to McDonald's hamburger, don't matter which one, their Big Mac or their quarter pound or whatever the hell. If I eat any hamburger, I usually buy Wendy's Big Mac, McDonald's Big Mac, and go home. I never eat at the restaurant because if I do, they'll probably call the police thinking I was setting off a bomb in the bathroom. I'm just saying. And Popeyes is the most nastiest chicken on the planet Earth. KFC would depending on the KFC location, that's a catch-22. Some of them are crap, some are good, but KFC still is the best chicken around.
Yeah, we have one of the shitty ones here.
Well, we got more than one.
Best place to go for KFC is in Augusta. They on the main road there, they have one that has a buffet, and you pay. I think it's last time I was there, it was $9 something, all you can eat, and that's just they were replacing everything as soon as it got down low. They had the buffet here in this town for about 2 weeks. They didn't get enough people, so the food would sit in them trays that they have, and it would start getting hard on the top and stuff. Yeah, it's still the best tasting stuff, Robert. We had a Popeye years ago, and that, of course, that closed down too. Everything that they brought in here.
Oh, Popeyes. That Popeyes is downright 100% nasty. I can't stand Popeyes. Maybe it's because of the location.
I like their fish.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Wendy's is still my favorite. Just the one here in this town closed down. Closed down, and they replaced it with the Tim Hortons, and that was there for a little over a year, and then that closed down.
There's so many fast food joints anymore that are dying. Because you know what I think it is. People are tired. Their prices are so damn, excuse my French, fucking high, and they jacked up their price so fucking high, and they're paying these workers demanding $15-$20 an hour, and they're doing it. And I'm sorry, no offense to the people that, and they're making the quantities so small that it ain't worth it.
Yeah, one place in town here that I've always enjoyed is a restaurant called Ken's. They make the what I consider the best chicken strips. That, and they have a seafood platter called the Sea Monster.
Yep.
And
There's a lot of good ones like that.
You get your money's worth with that. I didn't care for Tim Hortons coffee, Cricket. I thought it was too weak. I thought theirs was too weak, and Starbucks, of course, is too strong.
Oh, Starbucks ain't coffee. That ain't fit to call it coffee. I drink Maxwell House before I drink Starbucks. I mean, and I hate Maxwell House, but I like Tim Hortons. But that's one thing McDonald's does do good. McDonald's has an awesome cup of coffee.
Yeah, well, when they come out with their any size for $1, McDonald's, they know how to market.
Yep, they do.
Yeah, not me, Robert. It's got to be Colombian. I think the Maxwell House Colombian is good. Regular Maxwell House sucks. But right now, the Maxwell House coffee is cheaper than the Walmart brand.
Yeah. Well, right. Like it's like I don't know if you've ever had it. I don't mind what's it called, Folgers breakfast blend. That ain't bad.
No, no matter which brand it is, I buy the Colombian. I just like the Colombian taste better.
Oh, I know. I know. It just depends. I mean, me, I can't drink the Colombian much for two reasons. It's when it keeps me, it actually keeps me, makes me piss a lot, and if I drink too much of it, it makes my blood pressure go up. So I'm kind of screwed when it comes to that.
Yeah, I gotta every once in a while I'll try to switch and go to something else, and it just doesn't taste to me like the Colombian does.
No. Yeah, I can't because of my blood pressure. Another one I like is it used to be good. I haven't had it in a long time. I might have to try it. Now our Walmart's got the grinder where you can grind your own coffee.
Yeah,
that's good coffee, and that's expensive, but it's good coffee. But another good coffee, it's good and it's cheap.
It's been on sale for the last month. The big 4-pound can or 5-pound can, chuck full of nuts. They've had on sale for like $3.99 for that big giant can. So I've been buying that and mixing it with Folgers.
Jackson, I love you, big boy. I do, big boy.
But I love Perk coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be roasting my own if it wasn't so damn much for the beans.
Yep.
Two green beans now are $8 a pound.
No comment. That's highway robbery.
Yeah, it is. And that's buying it in bulk.
Yeah, that's asinine.
I mean, it's good coffee. I got my own roaster and my own grinder.
Nothing like a good percolator. I've got a stovetop percolator and I've got a electric percolator. They're just something about Perk coffee. It's awesome.
Yeah. I don't know. I like my bun.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. If you got the teapot with that,
No. But I've been to Starbucks 2 different times, and each time I drink one of their coffees, I'm like Ricochet Rabbit, man. I'm bing, bing, binging off the walls.
you like iced tea though, don't you?
Yeah.
Look up Bun's iced tea. You can look it up. Bun makes an iced tea pot. It comes with its own separate filter that goes in the bun maker. I've got that pot because I got my mother's old bun maker. It's like $40, and you put it in the pot, and it makes it just as fast as the iced tea. You fill it full of ice and water. You know how to make iced tea. I don't have to tell you how. But anyway, that makes the best friggin' iced tea you would ever had. And my mother called it the duck pitcher because it does. It looks like a duck pitcher. When you're done, you put the pitcher right in the fridge. Goes right on the Bun coffee maker.
Yeah, I learned from someone that managed Dunkin' Donuts on how to make iced coffee, and you can make tea the same way. You just use half the water that you would and fill the pot up with ice.
Yep. My mother, my mother made iced tea with that duck pitcher, as she called it. It's awesome in that bun maker. They make an awesome iced tea pot for that.
I haven't had an iced tea in a long time, or an iced coffee. I used to love to get the Dunkin's iced coffee when they were using real sugar because you save that sugar on the bottom until the coffee is almost gone, and it was like an extra treat.
Yep. Oh, the Gavalia's coffee there. Oh my, yes, that is awesome coffee, but that shit's fucking expensive.
No, we don't have an Anderson store here, Cricket. There's a lot of stores here that are where everybody else is at that we don't have here. We don't have a Costco.
No, I don't have an Anderson.
We don't have an Aldi's.
I got all these up the ass here. You gotta save a lot?
Nope.
That sucks.
Nope. We got Walmart, Hannaford, and Shaw's.
I got Walmart, Target, JCPenney. Can't remember what else, but yeah, they're most of the good stores. Believe it or not, and another store I like is Ollie's.
Jackson, you're such a good boy. You're such a good boy.
Sorry, Maggie. Gizmo ate it. Gizmo has to eat real soft food because he has no teeth. That's a problem with small dogs. They want us to put him down because he lost 3/4 of his teeth. We got him clean, but he still lost them, and they want us to get rid of him, put him down. I said, why? He eats soft food just fine. He's happy. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
put down dogs.
a lot of times vets want to use that as a reason for anything. It's like people that's like people looking at Jackson and say, "Oh, well, you ought to get him neutered." I'm like, why? He doesn't act bad. He doesn't mark any territory unless it's outside.
Now, the only advantage of having a dog neutered. Some breeds are noted for testicle cancer if they aren't fixed, like Sheltie dogs. Those are known for prostate problems and prostate cancer if you don't get them fixed. But CDC, I wouldn't call Ollie's a trash store. They get they get stuff that stores don't have overstock of and don't sell. Hell, the air conditioner I got a window air conditioner out there, a Maytag window air conditioner, 30,000 BTU air conditioner. I got for $219, brand new, still in the box.
I mean,
you can get hell of a deals.
You know what sucks is that any competition one I could go to is, 15 miles away. That's like the Walmart store in Waterville has stuff cheaper than the Walmart store here in Skowhegan.
Yeah,
they have them big wooden bins in the center aisles, and they have all this stuff cheaper.
Well, I'll give you a good example. I got some Lucky jeans at Ollie's, $10 a pair. Those are $70 jeans anyplace else. I like Ollie's. You might call it. They'll buy stores that go out of business, like a JCPenney went out of business. Ollie's go in there and buy their complete stock at cost. And then they pass the savings on.
When I was
in today's economy, you got to be smart,
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm not going to go out and buy stuff somewhere just to say, oh, well, I bought it local. No, I'm going to go, I buy where I'm going to save money.
You have to. You're on a fixed income.
I don't have the luxury of being able to say, oh, I went there so I could buy local. Well, a lot of it is cricket at Walmart, but the unfortunate thing there is Walmart's got the market.
Yep, and you know something? It's like Walmart. There's a good example. Well, I don't like Walmart. I'll be the first to admit it. But you can't go anyplace else and get tires as cheap as you can at Walmart.
No,
they're awesome.
That Chevy Cruze I had, I checked at the local Chevy dealers to tires on that. And they wanted $800 and some. I got the same type of tire up at Walmart for $300 and some for all four.
Yep, you can't beat their warranty. They got their road. You take their out by the road hazard warranty. I think it's like $5 or $6 extra tire. Shit, you go out there and get a flat tire from anything or hit a curb or anything. They base it for the first if you got 50,000 miles tread life, for the first 25,000, you just get a new tire. Period. You don't pay nothing. They just in free rotation. That the rotation alone.
Yeah, it sucks that they did that cricket. Ames went out of business. Kmart, and now they're talking the Dollar Tree and the dollar stores.
I don't think they'll put Dollar General out.
I hope not.
Well, if they do, all I know is this. I can, let me see. I got to think about this. Let me see. Just to give you an idea how many dollar stores I got, Dollar Generals I got. I got one at the point in what up near me, about 2 miles away. I go the other direction. There's one downtown. There's two on the south side of Elmira. There's two on the east side. Four in Horsehead. There's like 12 Dollar General stores I can go to within a 10-minute drive of my house. And I think they got too many of them. I mean, excuse me. I got a list right here. This is amazing. I have 29 Dollar General stores within a 20-mile radius of my house.
Wow.
That's, and you think about it, each one of those stores have an average of 10 people per store working there.
Yeah, Robert, I used to love to go to Ames and Kmart, the old blue light special.
Oh, I'll give you a store you probably have heard of. Hills Department Store and their famous popcorn.
I never even heard of Hills.
Never heard of Hills? Oh my God, they were awesome. They were kind of like they Ames bought out Hills.
See, unfortunately, one advantage that Walmart can do, they can sell whatever it is cheaper and just make it up on a different item.
Well, the Walmart. That's one thing about Walmart, and if you ever read, Walmart's brutal. Like they put Rubbermaid out of business. I was saying that to someone on a live stream. Said bullshit. Rubbermaid's still in business. You better look again. Rubbermaid's brand name was sold to another company. The original Rubbermaid was destroyed by Walmart. Their price to make a garbage can, we'll say, was $10 a can. I don't think it was that much, but just to give you an example, they went to Walmart. They said, "This is how much money we have to charge you now because the cost to produce it went up." Walmart said, "Nope, go to hell." They stopped selling Rubbermaid in their products in their store, and when that happened, they basically forced them out. They were their largest customer, and they just basically went under. Walmart says, "This is the price we'll pay, no more, no less." They didn't give a shit that their prices went up. Guess what? They basically forced Rubbermaid out of business, and then someone bought their logo, and it's owned by someone else. But the original Rubbermaid products was destroyed by Walmart.
Yeah, we see one. I've noticed quite a few times you go into Walmart, you want a certain things, and they don't have it on the shelves for a few weeks. That's because you either go to what Walmart wants to pay for things in bulk, or Walmart doesn't buy it from you.
Yep. That's it. It's like those new heart products. They're a joke. And they're just like the old Sears Craftsman batteries for their cordless drills and that. That's one reason why I'd never buy something like a Craftsman drill, because you lose their drill. If the battery goes bad, you can't buy a new one. But you're right, Cricket. That Walmart did that with a lot of companies, and that's one reason why I don't like Walmart.
Yeah, I don't really care for it, but I shop there.
And who cares about Rubbermaid? They put hundreds, almost several thousands of people out of work. So I give a shit about a company that was forced out of business by a store. So yes, I give a shit about Rubbermaid. I mean, who cares? Who cares if your place goes out of business? I mean, I don't give a shit if the company goes out of business. I care about the fucking workers who lose their job. How about that? How about what if you were one of those Rubbermaid employees who lost your fucking job and your pension? How's that grab you? Who gives a rat's ass?
I like my Rubbermaid.
Yeah, but when he said, "Who cares about Rubbermaid?" I mean, it's not the company itself. I care about the people that lost their job because a conglomerate refused to, you know.
Yeah, well, Walmart's done that to quite a few people.
That's right, and I care about the people that lost their jobs. I don't care about the company. I care about. That's why I care. That's what sucks.
Oh, Luna.
Rubbermaid used to be made right here in the United States. It ain't anymore.
Well, neither is Craftsman.
Exactly, Craftsman. You mean Crapman?
Oh,
What you
no.
got on?
Oh, Luna.
My father lost his job from corporate takeover like that. He used to work for Interstate Brands Corporation, Millbrook Bread. They used to make Monk's bread, hillbilly bread,
I remember
um,
the hillbilly.
and
That, that and King's Hawaiian.
exactly. Oh, what else was your? Oh, some made raisin bread. Oh my God, he used to bring that home. Hostess cupcakes. The Hostess fry pies were made by Millbrook Bread. You know,
Yeah. You know, since Hostess come back, they don't taste the same.
no, they don't.
Their Twinkies don't have the same texture.
They taste like they're mass produced and pushed through.
I used
But
to love
no,
me some Twinkies.
oh God, Twinkies and what's that? What was that other one? Sara Lee's peanut butter zingers and their butterscotch.
Yeah, Cricket. I complain about that every time I go in. I go over to the express lane where they still have somebody get dirty looks because I have more than 14 items. But, I don't go in there to do someone else's job.
Oh, I refuse to.
You know,
I've been to Wal. I've been there. Made them one our grocery store up here made them open up a store, Wegmans, and made them open up an aisle. And they say, "What's wrong with the self checkout?" They said, "Why should I? When's payday?" What's that supposed to mean? Well, if you're gonna make me bring up my own item, you're getting paid $15 and $20 an hour, and I gotta do your job, and it takes me 15 minutes even. So my own mind, I should get at least a $7 discount.
well, they got 5 or 6 people standing on by the self checkouts to make sure that people aren't just putting things in a bag. And
Exactly.
standing there bullshitting. Like I said, I don't go in there to do their job.
Yep. And the only way it's going to change if people like me or Grandpa or whoever refuses to use them, say bye. I actually was at our local Weiss Markets. We have a Weiss Markets, and they closed all the. I went in. They after a certain time they closed all the registers. Went up there. Sorry, sir, they're closed. You have to do it yourself. I took the cart. It was heaping full. I pushed off the side, started walking out, and they said, "Sir, where are you going?" Well, you're going to have to put that stuff back. No, I don't. How much? Bring up my stuff, I'm leaving. They refused. I walked out the store. They tried banning me from the store because I refused to put the stuff back. I called corporate. Corporate said they can't ban me for that. I have a right to change my mind. Guess what? They next time I go in there, they ring me up because I refuse to go through those self checkouts.
Yeah, I won't use them. I haven't used one once, and I won't. I'm I'm paying enough when I go in them grocery stores, even at Walmart.
Yep, they should. For the amount of money they charge you, but they should deliver it to your damn house almost.
Yeah, they ought to come out and take it out of the cart and put it in the vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah, they they stand down there and they watch you, Cricket. Everything that you're scanning. So you got somebody standing there watching somebody else do their job. No, ain't doing it. And what's too bad is that the prices are so much higher over at Hannaford. Some things, yeah, it's worth it, like the meats. They have a lot better meats, but who the hell can afford that?
Oh, meat's gotten so bad. You know, I made a comment to somebody the other day, and they said they thought I was wrong. But I'll give you a good example. Here's one for you, Grandpa. If it's do you like it's like do you like venison?
No.
But if you had if you had all your kids still at home, and you were out of foot and you couldn't afford to buy meat at all, it was either just nothing but canned vegetables and stuff like that, and there was a deer in your backyard, and you were hungry enough, would you shoot that deer and eat it?
Oh, definitely. I'm thinking about getting a pellet gun and take out a few squirrels.
Yep. Do you ever had squirrel?
Oh yeah.
You don't have to
Squirrel.
buy. You can buy a squirrel trap. You know, a Tractor Supply for like $25.
Yeah, but that take all the fun out of shooting them.
Yeah, yeah, but if you hit one, would you eat it?
Oh, no. That usually if I hit a squirrel, there ain't anything left but a patty. You know.
But I'm serious though, if you shot a squirrel and it was whole and landed on the ground, and it died, would you eat that squirrel?
If I could stop and pick it up, hell yeah. Why not?
But I know people say, ew, that's disgusting, eating deer all day. I love deer meat myself, but but even you, could you imagine having a diet with no meat at all because you couldn't afford it? Like if a hamburger got the $20 a pound, and it was either eat a deer or pay that price, I bet you'd eat a deer.
Oh yeah, yeah. From what people tell me, it's probably the way it was cooked.
Yeah, if venison meat is cooked, I can go to the freezer right now and show you. I got 12 and show you a nice deer heart, deer liver, for instance. Some people don't like deer liver, but or they don't like wild game. But I know people that don't like it that have eaten it. I know. Let's just put it this way: I know 4 people that said they never liked deer meat. And they could tolerate it, and they start hunting because they wanna. They can't afford the prices. It's getting bad.
Yeah, well, that's the only one they have open at the Walmart here, Robert, is the express lane, and it's usually got the same little old lady, and I like to I like to bullshit with her. 78 years old and still working.
Because she has to or wants to.
Has to.
Yeah, ain't that disgusting?
Yeah, it is.
Is she single? Maybe I'll hook up with her. You could sharpen your pencil and you could help each other out.
Yeah, I don't want to hook up with any woman, let alone a 78-year-old one.
Hey, you old fart. That 78-year-old woman might be able to keep up with you. She might show you a few tricks, you old fart.
Yeah, I guess that part of me is selfish. I don't want to share that part of my life with anybody. How? Yeah, don't I know that, Robert? Never go to the store with the munchies. Unless if you don't have a list, you forget half of what you were supposed to get, and then you end up getting all these other things.
Oh, no, that's It's ridiculous what it's totally ridiculous what groceries have gone to. And you know something? I told 3 people, and how many people laughed at me on I was on Katrina's live stream. She believed me, but a lot of people laughed at me. I mean, a lot of people on your stream that were on one time. I told them stock up. I told people that 2 years ago that there's going to be a crash coming. How many people did I tell that laughed at me? I drive truck. I see it. I told what's his name on Maynard's workshop, and they told me I was crazy. And guess what? I'm right. I'm not bragging, but I was right.
Well, if they don't do something about the diesel here in a few weeks, things are going to get a whole hell of a lot worse.
Well, they're talking limiting people to 50 gallons a day.
Wow. Unreal. And again, I don't blame the gas station. I don't blame the truck drivers. You don't declare war on somebody that's got more money than you do.
Well,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
every now and then, Cricket, I think about getting a part-time job. If they did the greeters at Walmart, I'd think about that.
Yeah. You know what's funny about that? I mean, I'm sure you would love the pay, but don't you? Some of those greeters up at, like, we still have Walmart greeters in my area. They pay them $20 an hour. I mean, to me, that's, excuse my French, fucking asinine to pay somebody to go, hi, welcome to Walmart. You want a sticker? Hi, welcome to Walmart. You want a sticker? Seriously, that's an unskilled job that I could teach a 5-year-old to do. And to pay him $20 an hour is asinine.
Yeah, I'd sit there right where you come in and on my scooter and have a smile on my face all day long.
You'd have a you'd have a propane powered scooter if they gave you $20 an hour.
Yeah, I hear you, Donna. It's hard to buy, but I'm telling you, and they're still saying now it's 15 days, and they're not saying shortage. They're saying we will be out. What the hell are they going to do? You know what? They shut down the trucks. Guess what? They ain't going to have diesel for the trains.
Yeah, and they're not going to have diesel at the fuel stations either.
I don't know. It's crazy times.
I think they're using that as clickbait. To be honest with you, that's the Democrats trying to. I don't think we're that low on fuel. I think they're more like I think it's because they know damn well if we run out of diesel, even in just the north, it ain't just the Northeast. It's all over. A truck shut down, you'll see people starving in the streets.
Yeah. Well, that a friend of mine that works at the gas station over here, they've already pre-warned them that in another week the prices are going to go way up on diesel and on fuel oil. Yeah, there's no fun in retirement anymore, Cricket. And I know, Donna, that sucks. Yeah, it sucks every time I go to the grocery store. I did splurge last time though. I bought one of those turkey breasts.
Yeah,
Butterball.
it's like I'm having a deer roast for Thanksgiving.
But yeah, when it comes down to it, Cricket, I'll eat me some squirrel. In fact, I might just shoot them and clean them and put them in a vacuum bag and put them in the freezer because squirrel is a damn good meal.
It's like rabbit.
Yeah, the squirrels here aren't like they were in Wisconsin. The ones in Wisconsin were like twice the size of the ones here, but a couple of them here would make a good meal. I mean,
Oh,
they want to get rid of beef. There's other countries already that's got fucking crickets in their stores. I ain't eating no goddamn bugs.
every time I hear that, oh yeah, let's eat crickets.
Then I read an article. I don't know if there's any truth to it, but I believe there could. That story of a few months ago where they put down 10,000 head of cattle out west. I read a
I
story
heard that.
I read a story that the government paid them to do that. Weren't nothing wrong with them cattle, other than the government wanted them gone. Hey,
We're
Patrick,
gonna
how you doing?
we're gonna go into economy like Demolition Man, where Sylvester Stallone went underground, and they found an old antique car that was 200 years old, whatever, and then they gave him hamburger, and they gave meat. He said, and the guy and he starts eating it. It's rat. He goes,
Yeah.
tastes good to me. And he said, it's gonna get so bad. Whenever I see that, whenever I remember that movie, I'm thinking to myself, damn, we're in that period now. It's gonna get to the point where a hamburger is gonna be $50, and you're gonna see a mouse on a trap, and you'll say, wonder what mouse burger tastes like.
Yeah, I remember my son told me that. He says, "Well, Dad, crickets are full of protein." And I said, "Well, son, sperm's full of protein too. You going to eat that?" No.
Exactly. If I gave you a choice, Grandpa, I'll give you 20 mice that were ground up and skinned, that'd be fun. Tried to skin a mouse. 20 mice ground into hamburger patties, or one can of crickets. What would you pick?
What is the true story on that, cricket? Did the government pay them to slaughter their animals for no reason? Other than they want to get rid of cow parts? Give me a break. What they need to do is get rid of a few people like AOC. I hope the hell she loses tonight.
Yep, you and me both.
It was because of that stupid bitch that 1,000 Amazon jobs didn't make it in New York.
Patrick goes, yep, damn good rat burger. I could just, he'd be one I could actually see. I'll go to Patrick and say, here you go, Patrick, a can of crickets or 20 ground mouse burger, rat burgers. What are you gonna pick? The rat burgers, or mice burgers, whatever, same thing, or the can of crickets, or a can of crickets and a parakeet for a couple of parakeets for your Thanksgiving dinner. If you had to pick between the two, what would you eat? The parakeet or the parakeet would be like a chicken nugget.
Yeah, so there weren't a damn thing wrong with that beef cattle and stuff. The government just wanted to get rid of them. They want to get rid of beef. But you know what? Them some bitches ain't going to eat cricket fucking sandwiches. Trust me on that.
Oh, hell no.
And while they're complaining about all these gas guzzling vehicles and stuff like Bernie Sanders, they're, what's good for you, but it's not for me. Gets on a plane 20 different times a month and flies around the world.
Yeah, I feel sorry for you, Grandpa. He lives in the same airspace as you do, not too far away.
Well, he's on the other side of New Hampshire.
He's still closer than you he is to me.
Not by much.
He's a lot closer to you than he is to me. He's only a couple hundred miles away. He's not that far. Mice kebabs in an ice cold beer. I can see Patrick doing that. Come on, could you see Pat? Actually, no, Patrick, you got that wrong. You would have mice kebabs, cold beer, and a blunt, or whatever, and how you smoke it. Come on, get it right.
You know, it all comes down to what you're used to eating. I'm not eating no bugs though. I eat fucking mammals and fish, turtle. We got some big ass fucking snapping turtles, and you can raise those here in Maine for food.
Oh yeah, yep, big snapping turtle.
And I have to say, because I've done it, rat's a good meal.
Oh God, you've eaten rat.
Yep, and it's damn good.
How many bites did you get out of one rat? 2?
Oh, you'd need like 3 or 4 really big rats for a meal.
Okay, I gotta ask, when did you eat rat?
Jeez, back when I was raising them for snakes.
You raised what? Don't tell me you had a big rat and you wondered what it tastes like and you cooked it.
Well, I had at one time over 200 big rats.
And you decide to see what it tastes like.
Yeah, I figured the snakes eat them, so let's try it.
So did you just cut off his head and tail and skin and just skinned it and ground it up, bro? I mean, tell me how you do it. We might have to resort to that.
You do just like you would a deer. You gut it, cut the head off, skin it, and put it in a pan. It's actually
made it like a
quite good.
hamburger.
You know that the rats I had were they were raised just like people do their cattle. They got really good food, so they weren't nasty and stuff. Their bedding got changed all the time.
You know, I could see Patrick doing that. He'd be sitting there he'd be sitting around on a campfire, have a bonfire in his backyard, having mice kebabs, a beer, and a joint or whatever, and flipping off the government, saying, here's your cockroaches, or you eat them.
Well, let me tell you, I'll be eating rat before I do bugs. They're doing some crazy shit, cricket. But a little secret on rats, like I said, they taste pretty good. And one female rat can have 10,000 offspring in 1 year. That's how fast they produce.
I can just, yep. Grandpa's gonna start growing, having rats again.
Oh, the thought has crossed my mind. In fact, it does every time I go to the store.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Patrick said he'd have to do that. We gotta get a picture of Patrick holding a mouse kebab, a mouse kebab in one hand, a joint in his mouth, and a beer in the other hand. Take a picture and make that the new American backyard the Sunday afternoon barbecue, the new American Sunday afternoon barbecue. Put that on a shirt. Put his face on a shirt with a beer in one hand, mice kebab on the other, and a joint in his mouth. And sell that for a T-shirt. We'll make it world famous, Patrick. You just gotta get that pose. Take some. I don't care if you get fake mice or real mice. Put them on a kebab. Put a beer in your hand, a joint in your hand, and have your wife take a picture. We'll put you on a T-shirt and say the Great American Barbecue. We'll put your face on a T-shirt and sell it all over the country. We'd make millions. The Great American Barbecue, and then on the back, the Great American Barbecue or cricket burgers.
Yeah, they got plans on stuff, Cricket. Yeah, it is. You know, I'm thinking. I know. Like I said, 10,000 offspring. I mean, when a rat's born in a month and a half, they're ready to reproduce.
Crazy Ninja, I'll never go hungry. I got about, and I can take you in the basement right now and show you. I got 6 freezers in my basement, and Grandpa has seen them on my live stream. When I've gone to the basement, I've got like 6 freezers in my basement stuffed with meat.
Your city chicken, Patrick? Yeah, I'm telling you, rat's a good meal. And like I said, you go uh, from being a newborn to fully grown within a month and a half. The thing of it is, there if you run out of food, they'll just eat each other.
Hey, rats are like city chickens. Some of those damn rats that run around those city, some of the bigger cities are bigger than chickens.
Yeah,
Not
I've been thinking about a couple of chickens too, Cricket. Yeah, see, they got some corrupt plans. That's part of that Green Deal stuff. They want to get rid of because of the methane. I mean, you're willing to let people go hungry because you're worried about cow farts. Give me a break.
Oh, I look at it this way: if the day they get rid of meat, and I mean literally get rid of it, they're going to have no deer or elk or moose left. They're going to annihilate them just from the fact that people ain't going to starve. People, I mean, like Grandpa, he says he don't like medicine, but guess what? If they eliminated meat, or if it was all like veggie burgers and that, and he saw, and I mean, there's a good question. You just said it yourself. You need a squirrel. But if hamburger got to like $30 a pound, and a deer wandered down your driveway, you think you'd shoot it?
Oh yeah.
Uh huh. How fast would you get it cut up and in your house before the game warden got there?
Oh, I don't know. I've never cleaned a deer.
Yeah, you can clean and gut a deer in probably about 2 hours flat.
I know that things get worse. I got a friend that lives a couple towns over, and he gets 10, 15 deer in his yard every night. Yeah, I could get used to deer meat.
No,
I
they
think
don't
a
want to
lot.
create a food shortage as much as they want to say they do. He's right. They want to actually eliminate meat. AOC thinks that deer farts are causing cattle farts are causing global warming. And guess what? You would see the deer population annihilated.
Yeah, that's true, Patrick. Yep, they do, Cricket. They want to control us. And I'll tell you what, hungry people are easily controlled, just like scared people. It's like that bullshit that they've been. Uh, oh, what's this thing here? New York liberals react to election results. Let's see what the hell we got going on there. Okay, well, I click on it and the damn thing didn't take me there. Well, there we go.
Yeah. Well,
It is about eliminating meat because there's so many, but they are literally trying to eliminate the meat source. They think meat is bad. They want us to eat veggie. They want us to go green energy, green everything, and green food. It's true, and there's so many people that are going vegan and carnivore, and not instead of carnivore diets. It's crazy. I know several people that are going carnivore. I mean, giving up meat and they want the fake meat. To me, eating fake meat be like eating a dog rubber hamburger, you know, those plastic chicken bones or whatever. It's not going to happen. No, it ain't a hype. AOC is one of the biggest pushers of eliminating meat. She says you don't need it. She said it right on national news. How many times have you heard AOC Grandpa say we don't need meat?
Oh yeah, that's true, Trish. And then words come out of her mouth that they do produce. There's a lot of methane in cattle shit, but not as much as them planes that they use and fly 20, 30 times a month. You know.
Yep. Nope, but you know something. If they get that bad, I'll start a campaigning and handing out everybody in America, cans of baked beans and eggs. We'll sit there and eat cans of baked beans and eggs and fart her out of her own house. There you go, bitch. You want methane? I'll give you methane.
Wow. Looks like Fetterman's taking Pennsylvania, and the football player there is losing.
Don't surprise me.
But that's still early for big cities.
Oh yeah, the polls actually don't close till 9. And if Fetterman takes it, I hope Pennsylvania gets what they want, because they're not gonna like. I don't like Oz either, but I mean, Fetterman can barely speak a sentence, and it's not because I wouldn't have voted for Wonder. I mean, come on, his stroke impairs him. You ain't gonna tell me that's not an impairment. My doctor said I'll be able to function totally. The man just had a stroke. It's nothing against him, but you ain't gonna tell me he's physically capable of being in politics at this moment. He should sit out a term. I'm sorry. I mean, does he look healthy enough to you to be a congressman?
No.
Or senator or whatever?
Well, a lot of the like you said though, they'll still be counting ballots through the night. But there's a lot of Democrats winning by large margins.
Yep. And you know something, if there was ever a year there would be voter fraud, I'd say this would be it, because people don't want what's in there now. And if all of them win, you're going to see a lot of people complaining about these votes, and they'll say, "Oh, we're just sore losers." Bullshit. There's too many ads on TV. There's too many signs. I drive up and down my town, and I can count the number of Hochul cat. I'm going to tell you, you know what we call Kathy Hochul around my town? Kathy the cunt. That's what we call her.
They're not showing the New York one. But New Hampshire, of course, Democrats.
Well, Patrick, I'm not a cannibal, but if it came down to it, I'm a breast man. And make sure there's a lot of barbecue sauce on that. That'd be hard shit.
Fetterman, 83%. Oz, 15.
I don't buy that. That I don't. I don't buy that a bit.
You know, I deliver in Pennsylvania, and I can count the number of Featherman signs I've seen on the road on one hand versus the number of Oz.
Of course, Texas and Florida are going all Republican. New Hampshire's Democrat. They don't show the main race either. Virginia, Republican. Abrams, 50%, and when the other one, 49, which is a couple points up from just a couple minutes ago.
Abrams is winning.
Yeah.
That sucks. That's a racist bitch.
Oh, she's terrible, man.
If Georgia elects that bitch as governor, she's gonna be the most power hungry bitch there ever was. Any women in the chat, I apologize for using the bitch or cunt word, but that's all you can say to those two women. AOC is below a cunt. There's nothing in my governor is below a cunt. I don't know what is much below it, but there's no other word below. I mean, and if I don't want to offend any of the women in the chat, but I'm sorry. There is no other way of saying it. Mexican food. There you go, Patrick. There you go. I don't think the Mexicans would accept AOC. She's more like a Cheech and Chong bad. But you're right. There you go. Yeah. I mean, it's ridiculous.
Oh, like that one YouTuber said to AOC, and she tried to have him arrested. He says, "You got a juicy booty." Yeah, I think this is just early, Cricket. Most places don't close until 9 o'clock.
AOC is Alexandria whatever Cortez. AOC.
Yeah, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Basically, it should say Alexandria Ocasio cunt because she's a cunt.
AOC, yep, she's a congresswoman, Trish, out of New York. She's the one that cost New York over 1,000 jobs because she wouldn't do a tax deal with Amazon like they do with other businesses. That's how they get businesses.
10,000 jobs, not 1,000. It was 10,000. It was 1,000 to start. They would have had up to 10,000 after 5 years.
Yeah, she voted against it.
So and she said, "We don't need truck driver." She said, "She don't not like truck driver. We don't need truck drivers, and that I eat out every night." It's just what she said. Well, bitch, you stupid little witch. Where do you think the food for the restaurant comes from? It dropped from outer space.
Yeah, see, Kemp just is tied at 50% now with Abrams. So they're
so it's a tie.
Yeah. Oz went up to 17%. Fetterman went down to 81. But that's because a lot of the mail-in ones that they had. DeSantis already took it.
Well, we knew DeSantis.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have to kid Patrick. It's getting that way. I mean, because you know something? it might come down to you might see cannibalism coming out. The way things are going now, I mean, I'll give you a good one. I mean, if you're sitting down, Patrick, here's one for you. My gas and electric bill last January, I was looking at it, was $129 a month, with the thermostat set at 70. Because I figure I work hard. I don't want to come to a cold house. Fuck you. I set it at 70. That same bill for this year, I just got October's bill. $468. How's that for a jump?
Wow. Are you comfortable, Jackson?
You're gonna, and I'm telling you, the way they're pushing no meat or the cost of meat, it's not so much even the cost of meat and that's going up. Like right now, people laugh at me. I love my liver, my deer heart and liver. Everyone knows it. I don't get sick that much, but either way, not deer heart, but just liver in general. Liver in general is the cheapest meat you can buy. Used to be able to buy 2 pounds of it for under $4. It was very economic. That same meat now is up over $8 for 2 pounds of liver because it comes in 1 pound or 2 pound packs. Used to be about $1.19 a pound. Now it's over $4.50 a pound, depending on where you go. And it's getting so expensive for meat. I don't. It's like people that don't like wild game meat, as it's called. You'll see people going eating meat like rabbit, deer, squirrel, elk. They won't give a shit. They won't, because people won't be able to afford it. And you cannot grow enough vegetables in your garden. I don't care. You have a garden in your yard every year, Grandpa, right? Your tenant does, right?
What's that?
The tenant in front of you has a garden every year, right?
Yes.
And how much does he get enough vegetables out of that garden to last an entire year?
Yeah. Well, folks, I've been on here over 2.5 hours. I'm going to call it a night.
You have a good night, sir.
You as well. Thanks for coming up, Scott. And everybody in the chat, take care. I'm going to make me something to eat and watch the results.
Yep. Don't break the TV till morning.
No, it's looking pretty good.
I hope so.
Take care, everyone, and thanks for coming, and I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.